USC hasn't had a three-way football player since Chad Morton nearly 20 years ago. Last fall, Adoree Jackson was a factor in all three phases of the game, playing corner, receiver, and returner. The freshman All-American scored 5 touchdowns and added nearly 50 tackles. This season on the track, he's also long jumped 25 feet and has run on both the Trojans' 4x1 and 4x4 relays. Being raised in a competitive environment motivated him to be a high-caliber athlete.
Growing up as a kid, my brother was older than me by 7 years, my sister older than me by 14, so being so young, I always wanted to hang out with them and play with them, so just being able to compete.
Despite getting a late start putting on the pads and lacing up the spikes, the two-sport freshman has lost little time since.
And then I didn't start running track until I was in 8th grade, and I didn't start playing football until I was in the 6th grade. So I started playing football. I seen the highlight tape of Reggie Bush. Pretty much that's how everything got started. I wanted to do what he did with the ball.
Although he was inspired by the former Trojan, Jackson says that had no influence on his decision to come to USC. It was more video games.
And playing Road to Glory as a kid on the football game, UCAA, so I just always imagined like going any place that I wanted and playing this position and just, winning those, awards and everything.
Before being a playmaker on the field and a record breaker on the track, his original main sport was basketball.
When I got into high school, 9th grade year, I played basketball, and then I think sophomore year, that's when I realized, and my dad used to always tell me, when I first started playing football, this would be, my future and where I'd be good at.
As for track, that started off as something to do with friends.
It's one of those things where in my 8th grade year, we finished with the basketball season, and me and all my friends got together. I told them, let's go out there and run on the track team. I didn't know what we was getting in store from. We actually did pretty great. We went to state. We competed. We broke records. So it was just out of our curiosity, just go out there and have fun and just try a different sport.
The records didn't stop then. After transferring from Belleville East outside of St. Louis to Sarah in Los Angeles, he won the CIF state title his sophomore year, long jumping over 25.5 feet.
My sister, she thought it was a good idea for me just to get out of the area that I was in. I grew up in East St. Louis, Belleville, Illinois, and it wasn't that, that place or ideal that you want. And a lot of people didn't get out where the high school I went to. It was hard and it was rare. And so my sister felt like it would be a great opportunity for me to get some exposure by staying with her and coming out here and going to college. And it worked out.
With aspirations to do real estate and business after football, Jackson has plans similar to Magic Johnson.
Yeah, my major right now is communication. I want to get that one in, and then I was going to have a minor in business management, and I was going to probably pick my master's and something with business as well, so I can have, like I said, branding and get the networking with everything. Just trying to think big for the future, just trying to get everything together, for after football, because I know it don't last forever.
For Jackson, the best part about being a two-sport athlete is playing for a prestigious school like USC, but the hardest part is balancing his time.
I didn't know how much time consuming it would have been, so just waking up early in the morning, you thought, people think ball is life. That's the truth. When you come to college, you either got to figure out how to manage ball and school, so that's probably one of the toughest things, just managing everything. That's probably been a difficult time.
Helping the men of Troy win their 33rd bowl game over Nebraska and being one of the best long jumpers in the country can create a big spotlight for a 19-year-old, but Jackson has the mindset to handle it.
Anybody that I've been with or seen, I just always try to remember where I'm from. I know I can't take anything for granted. If God blessed me with it, He can take it away in a heartbeat. So I just make sure that I stay grounded and level with everything.
In Los Angeles for Pac-12 Networks, I'm Lucas Robbins.